Today I've got the blonde bombshell fantasy going strong. I am here today to show you a gorgeous style from 𝘸𝘪𝑠. This is Dalgona 16 hand-tied in the truly spectacular color Butterbeer Blonde. Gorgeous. Let's talk about her. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. I'm partnering with 𝘩𝘠 to bring you this review of Dalgona 16 hand-tied, and I could not be more thrilled. This one, she is really stunning, and I think, for me, this is probably in the dream hair category. I could not have worn a blonde like this in the beginning, but I've worked really hard to get comfortable with a lot of colors, and I can wear this color now. And so if that's you, if you are kind of limited right now, know that if you want to, you can get there too. 𝘩𝘠 is a great retailer. They are online and they are in person. They have a number of wig shops in Canada. They're opening one in the United States. I don't have the details on that. I think it's going to be in Kansas City. I don't know how close we are to that, and I don't know when you're watching this video. So just know that 𝘩𝘠 is an option, a trusted option when it comes to wonderful wigs. They carry all the major name brands, and I highly recommend them, and I'm really thrilled to be partnering with them. I'll put a link in the description box below and a coupon code that will save you 30%. Definitely put them on your list as a trusted retailer. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. This one is hand-tied, so we've got no wefting back here. And it's very flat. There's no Permatease on this one either. So one of the things I love about 𝘸𝘪𝑠 is they generally have lower density pieces, and they rarely have poofy, pillowy Permatease, and this one is so natural. It's a natural density. It doesn't have any poof. It is truly like the hair is growing out of your head, which I know for many of you that is key, and so this one could be a good one if that's what you're looking for. 𝘸𝘪𝑠 wigs are made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers, so this is baked in, this style right here. All of these curls, all of the waves, permanent. So you do not have to style this one. If you wash it and it dries, it's going to look just like this. So that's the beauty of heat-friendly synthetic and regular synthetic, is the style is there. You don't have to know how to do it, and you don't have to know how to recreate it. And this one has a lace front, and their lace fronts are really good. So there is, get some of those fibers out of the way. There's that lace. They do such a good job with their lace fronts, and so realistic, and looks like it's growing out of your scalp. So you do not have to worry about someone knowing that you're wearing. So this is the inside the cap. We have got a lot of lace on these. So these are very premium caps, and so this is all lace. We do have silicone on the ear tabs. The ear tabs are very, very flat. And then all of this is parting space. No seam here. It's seamless. And then there's the other side. There are bendable stays in those ear tabs, so even though they're not like the traditional fabric covered ear tabs, they still have the stay, and they're so flat. And then we've got an extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and then it's 100% hand-tied. No closed wefts, 100% hand-tied. So really, truly, the flattest, lightest cap that you can buy, because it doesn't have any of that weft, and even lightweight wefts still add a little bit of bulk in the back. So a fully hand-tied cap isn't going to give you any of that bulk. You don't have to worry about the wind blowing and seeing any wefts. Truly as seamless as it can be without it being like a full lace wig that you would maybe glue down to your head. And no glue needed, because the lace is going to lay super flat. Look at how easy it is to put on. Throw it on, finger comb it, run a wide tooth comb through it, and walk out the door. You will never get ready faster than when you wear a wig. Let's talk about fit. I would say this is running pretty true to average. I am actually getting a fair amount of extra cap up here, and I did cinch this in a fair amount. I have a 21¼ circumference, and my head is considered average petite. I do have all of my measurements in the description box below, and this does have a lot of stretch as well. So I would say this is running pretty true to average, maybe even slightly larger than average. It isn't a huge cap on me, but I could not wear this without a wig grip. So as you saw when I took the wig off, I had a wig grip on. When I wear a wig grip, wigs fit me perfect. I mean, I can't tell that they're huge on me because it really does hold that wig on my head. I took the wig grip off in order to talk about fit, so I could really get a good sense of how this is fitting. And it definitely, I mean, I can pull this cap all the way over my ears. All the way over my ears. So it's huge on me over the ear, which is where I'm really small, but this cap is so lightweight that tucking it up behind my ears will not bother me. I'm not going to be pinched by that. It's going to be super comfortable. These ear tabs give me perfect coverage, and they're so thin that I'm not struggling to tuck at all. I don't think glasses will be a problem. Even though these are big on me, the ear tabs are so thin. And I mean, it's just gonna look so natural. I mean, when you look at when I tuck the hair, I mean, it just looks like the hair is growing out of my head. It looks like my own hair. So I just think this cap is fantastic. Yes, it's big on me. I remedy that with a wig cap or a wig grip, and then I'm fine. So do with that information what you will, and you can find my measurements below. Beltress, because of their lower density and because they don't really have Permatease, they make some of my favorite wigs for updos and ponytails. So kind of gathering all the hair back there, and you can put it in a ponytail. You can do a little twist and stick a claw clip in there, and then all you do is you kind of tug this down just a little bit so you're not flipping that cap up. And then you stick a little clip in. I love Beltress wigs for updos. And then this one, because it does have a little bit of layering, you could do the face framing, little tendrils if you wanted to, but it is a great updo wig as well as just wearing it down. So if you're looking for wedding hair or fancy event hair, this could be a great one, but Beltress in general is a great brand for updo hair. So definitely put them on your list for maybe a wig that, and you can just save it for always your updo wig. I have done that with my Beltress wigs. I have a couple that I just always wear up, and I love them. And that is a great way to wear wigs in the summer. So if you get really hot and you live in a hot climate where maybe it's really oppressively hot outside right now and humid, one of the best ways to wear wigs is up. And so a longer wig that you can throw into an updo is going to make a huge difference and be a lot more comfortable for you in the summer. And this one could be great for that too. So definitely keep Beltress in mind for that type of wear. And having wigs for different purposes is perfectly acceptable, and I think a lot of us do it. So just a suggestion. We made it to color, Butter Beer Blonde. So good. So obviously this is a blonde. I am a natural brunette, and I can wear this now with a lot of effort because I forced myself to get comfortable. So if you aren't a blonde and you would love to be a blonde, just know that you can get there if you want to. So what we have here is a medium brown root, and then we've got a blend of blondes. We've got some sandy blonde, and we've got some ash blonde, and we've got some light blonde. And I would consider this kind of a neutral blonde, not a yellow blonde. It's not overly warm. This root is a little dark. It's looking way darker on here. So what I want you to do is look at this when I go outside. That root is going to look a lot closer to the blonde. It's not going to be as dramatic of a difference. Indoor lighting really plays up depth and dimension, whereas outdoor lighting blends it out just a little bit. And because of this little bit of a darker root, that makes it really wearable for me as a natural brunette, and when my own bio hair blends a little bit, which is actually not even that dark anymore as I'm getting grayer and grayer. But I would just say there's a lot of really light blonde in here, so this feels like a fairly light blonde to me with some maybe more medium blonde lowlights. And I would consider this kind of a neutral blonde. It's not really warm, it's not ashy, it's just sort of in between. To me, this is blonde bombshell hair all the way. It's gorgeous. let's get outside so you can see it outside. And don't forget about 𝘩𝘠. Links are below. Thanks for watching. See you soon. All right, friends. Sorry about the half inside, half outside. It is raining, and it has been raining for 3 days. I have all these outside looks to do, and I've just been hanging on to them and just have not been able to do it. Okay, I'll step out into the rain. Isn't as bright out here as I would like it to be, but there's that root. Come over one more time over here. Sometimes with that kind of dark background, you get a better look at that color. All right, I hope that helped. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.